Hello. Uh, I guess I'll be doing a review of that game from one of the guys that sent it over from the Reddit post. Yeah, like I said, I haven't really done anything like this before, like even recording myself. So, yeah, yeah. I guess I'll just get right into it. That makes it easier. So yeah, let's see. I think he was I think he was doing Conqueror runs. Uh Honestly, in that game it's perfectly fine. You got Talon, Yasuo and Erkan, all three melee champs. And you also have a tank on your team, and you got Bruiser as well. So you won't be alone on the front line. So you can actually afford to be a bit like greedier with the rune setup and go for the Conqueror, because you do have a bit more carry potential with the Conqueror over, say, Aftershock, for example, which is the other page that Zach can go. Um, yeah, let's get into the game. In terms of like, actually, in terms of pathing, I'm already thinking whilst in champion select, and even during like loading screen, you kind of wanna think. I guess this comes down to like how well you know the matchups are gonna. Well, not how well, but how the matchups are gonna play out in the lanes. Like, say for example, Trundle against Heimerdinger. That's like literally Trundle is never gonna leave his turret. He's always gonna be on the turret because Heimer's gonna push him. And ganking Heimer is more often than not suicide. So patting top is kind of pointless. I would myself pat towards mid and bot. You have range versus melee champ on mid lane. Yasuo might be. Normally, Yasuo's just like to push lanes all the time, so you could maybe have gank opportunities on mid lane, and then bot lane is definitely gonna fight with two melee supports, Nautilus versus Arcan, and your small scaling ADC. Gosh. I mean, I'm not too sure how the lanes play out. Not all lanes. But if I normally go by the type of champions are in the lanes. See, like top is melee versus range. Normally the range will have the advantage and they'll have the priority in the lane. So ganks wouldn't be as good when your laner is on turret and he needs to catch 1-2 waves. A gank is never really a good option, and normally your lane is gonna be low HP as well, and resources as well. So I wouldn't pat for that lane, and then you mid lane is a range champ versus melee champ. In most matchups, the range champion will have the priority over the melee champ. So that's a good lane path too. You can make invades with your mid laner's priority. You can do objectives or roams. Like you have more options playing with a priority lane. And then yeah, like just because of the supports being melee champs, they're bound to be fighting all the time and in laning phase. So there's gonna be definitely action in the bot lane. So that's a good place to path as well. So definitely like the mid lane and bot lane are lanes you wanna be looking at.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Yeah, the runes are pretty, good in that game, as I said. Uh, Yeah, the other option is if you don't have tank, or if you're gonna be like a solo frontlining for your team, basically Aftershock would be better with Triumph and Legend Haste. It's a bit more defensive setup for those games where you think you're gonna be taking all the damage for your team. You're holding your smite, I assume, because Talon can level 2 invade, do some cheesy stuff. But then you shouldn't have smited now. You should have smited at 600, because now if he does actually do an invade, you don't have your smite and he just steals your Grump. So I would, small adjustment, I would just hold my smite until Grump is 600 HP here.
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh, Talon wasn't even in the game, never mind. Thing with this VOD is I don't see your point of view, so it won't be the best, and I don't see the gold that you have. I can assume to some point, I suppose. Your mid lane is fighting. I don't know if you're looking. Bot lane, both of them are kind of low. I mean, actually, Smother is basically dead. They need to back off. I would not be going for the scuttle. Your bot lane wants to reset. If Talon is here, you're getting cooked. Your support stayed, but that's definitely not the best play to go for the scuttle, in my opinion. You need to, before going for the scuttle, after you clear, you need to see your nearby lane, what they want to do. In this case, your bot lane wanted to reset, so you should probably reset with them and try and play opposite side scuttle if it's up. This works out nice. I want to see what happened actually. Okay, that was a nice E, yeah, and you managed to get your key off into a minion. Beautiful. He didn't use any sums though. I'm guessing Talon spotting to bot lane, yeah. So you get 3 scuttle because he was disconnected. I mean, so far that's pretty good. You should be probably sitting around 1.3k, 1.4. Uh, Tondo has no mana here. I wouldn't look to gank, and he's on turret. Like I said in Champion Select loading, he has a lot of. Yeah, he's got a minion to catch. You're getting cooked by the turrets. That's gonna be close. Yeah, no, like ganks on Hammer are always like this, man. It's always very risky, and more often than not, you end up dying, and you have 3 camps up that you could have cleared. In my opinion, after the scuttle, you should just insta-based the bot and path top to bot again. Okay, Dark Seal, Barney, that's good. The triple AD, so yeah, some fire first item's good. I don't like doing Liandi or AP items first on Zac, to be honest. Leaves you a bit too squishy. Yeah, I wouldn't fight that. You have the level advantage on Talon. It's not bad. But that, yeah, look Trundle's top wave. He's losing a lot of minions for this. He shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing this either. I don't know why you are skipping wolves, but okay. Bot lane is looking okay. Like here, you gotta. Zax's more of a late game champ than early game. I don't know if people maybe misunderstand that, but he's not one of the strongest early game champs. You should be looking to play for your level 6, take this low value here, and you're doing it like your mid laners in base. Yasuo's pushed all the way up, he can move. It's very very risky, but as luckily nobody moves around to spot you doing that. But that's very coin flippy. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I would have just cleared my wolves, raptors, golems, get my level 6. Maybe play the scuttle, because you might have needed the scuttle for level 6. But yeah, you wanna look to with Zac. What you really wanna be looking early is your level 6. This is your clear gets a bit messed up right now. I mean, this is fine, I guess, but I don't think you kill it. Or you do? Yeah, he's okay. He's level 8. You're 1v1 against him. It never works. You're that. Okay, now you're pressing R. You already used the spells, but your top laner and your mid laner are still too far away. You level 6 to level 8. By default, you're gonna be doing a lot less damage to him just because he has 2 levels on you. Yeah, like it never works, in my opinion. But yeah, like I said, just take this review with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying what I would have done in this situation, and in this situation, I would not gank this. I wouldn't even gank with Trundle here, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's level 6 to level 8. He's down 2 levels. He's down 20 CS, so the gank is not good unless Mel moves and you wait for Mel to move and then you 3-man hammer, then it's basically free, yeah. I mean, you don't have any other objectives on the map overall, but you're committing. What you're doing here is committing time which you could have spent getting your levels. And yeah, if Talon's farming well, which, I mean, he was AFK and he's already the same level as you, he might even be, next time he shows on the map, he might even be higher level than you. The thing is, yeah, you just commit time to do this here, and you're not gaining anything for your time. Okay, you got his flash, he's low. Maybe they can kill him. I haven't seen that far. I guess they kill him. That's not bad. Okay, you do get grabs from this. You don't have flash though. You have passive. You don't have passive. They shouldn't really move. You only have red on both sides. I suppose this is fine. I didn't see the timer on the grabs. That's my bad. But ideally, you wanna wait for your team. If you're like not confident that you will kill him, in the case of him or being 2 levels up on you and you being 1v1 against him, you're likely not killing him, and it's just best to wait for your team. It works out okay. One small tip on Zac, you can save your Q when, say, one camp like blue gets low and just punch blue and Grom together. So you can finish off blue with hitting it with Grom. Speeds up the clear a little bit. I suppose you can look up Zac Clear videos on YouTube, and you can see the things people do to speed up their clear. It's not even anything too like hard uh to do, to be honest. It just you just need to do it a few times to get used to it. Mid spy, I think. Bot late fighting as well. Talon's there. Oh, you should have E towards the river. I mean towards Tribush. You should be looking on bot lane now. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, they did that. Yeah, if you right here, but I guess you already released your E because Talon literally just showed them up. I guess that's fine. But if you could have just E'd over here, you would have been at least closer to the fight. But you should have been looking like as soon as now, like right now you're not having any comps. You should be looking what's going on bot lane. How are they playing? Because sometimes you can tell by the body language of the people how they're playing. Do they look like they like wanna go in, or they're like playing a bit more scared towards the turret, and the enemy bot lane looks like they wanna go in, and then Talon shows up. So I would just I would actually I wouldn't even use my E here to begin with, to be honest. Now that I think about it, because yeah, you don't know if you would need it or not. Like there's nothing like imminent in the river that you need to E over to. Imagine Talon is there and he has like completed item and he kills you, like, or makes you blow some whether it's flash or ult. I'll just save my E here. That way, yeah, if you could react to the bot gang. You had everything up here. I guess he wasn't maybe looking at the minimap. That's the one thing I can't really review on this VOD, unfortunately. Drake is up in 30 seconds. You should be you should be pinging it a minute to a minute and a half in advance, so your team is on the same page. I'm not sure you want to play for Drake though, because your team now, I mean your bot lane's now a little bit behind, I think. But actually, smaller has item, so you could technically go for it. He doesn't have flash though. Ash has all suns. You're a bit like right now. It's a bit too late to call because they could be Talon could be on the egg. You should have recalled a bit sooner and be on the egg to get vision. Right now, if you wanted to play for the egg, you wanna look to make a pick on someone on either or on mid or bot lane. Bot lane, yeah, Talon's already bot lane. He's looking in. Yasuo's moving as well. You guys are gonna be a bit late for this one. Yeah, Smolder is dead. I think. Okay, Talon's dead. Okay, that was a good pick from Mel. You should be able to get this free. Yeah, I think twice so far that I've seen it, your issue is a bit in the timing of where you are. Like on the previous play here on bot lane, you just went towards Drake instead towards bot lane, and you should be because of how far they were pushed up. Have they pushed up? Sorry, enemy bot lane. You should be looking to cover them because of potential gang. And I don't think he was thinking about that because you eat over this way. And then second time was here. If you recall a bit sooner and you moved towards both right away, you would be on time, and maybe Smolder wouldn't have died. Like that's like the main difference in the timing. You still have the right agent play for the deck. It's just your timing is a bit off. You got a minute and a half before Drake start pinging it. Like ping once or twice, they can minute and a half or like 1 minute. But still, like the latest, at least ping every. If you want to play for a Drake, ping it 1 minute before it spawns, and then you yourself as well look to base a minute before if you have a decent amount of gold to spend, like if you're sitting on component or something. Your Trundle's actually doing much better now. Bounce here. Yeah, he's level 8. You got everything up. He shouldn't be fighting you. I don't know why you went the AP component instead of finishing Sunfire. You will need to be a bit tankier, I suppose. Level 8 is fine, but okay, you've lost. Yeah, there's no objectives right now. This Herald spawning in 30. I think you don't have a lot gold to base for, so you could look for a gank to make a play just before Herald right now. Nautilus looking to collapse on Yasuo. He got him. Okay, yeah, he's dead. You can look, yeah, Tondo. I mean, not Tondo, Talon. Yeah, you cannot let him move around in your jungle. But he's wasting time. Now you cannot really fight for Herald on this timer. You get this scuttle. Unlucky, I guess. I mean, I don't know about this invade. Your bot lane is leading the wave. I suppose it's fine. It's not going anywhere, but yeah, that invades a bit, I guess, unnecessary. But they weren't in. I forgot who was dead. Someone was dead, so I guess it was okay. He wasn't fighting for his blue. Uh, I suppose you have two smites. Yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the best at doing this review stuff. I mean, live at least. If I'm doing it with a notepad, like I can go back on my thoughts and think a better way to put things down so it's easier to understand. It's a bit harder to lay things out whilst I'm watching the video. I'll get used to it. It's fine. Got plenty of time to do that. That was a nice gang. I mean, in general, what I said in the beginning, you've actually done pretty well. Because, like I said, ganks on the top lane, not the best. You saw for yourself that one gank that he did. Hey, Hammer just cooks you, man. Like, it literally doesn't matter what champion you play. That champion is so annoying to deal with during laning phase. Ah, that guy flipping yoinked your golems. Yeah, your mid lane's popping off. You're doing okay. You just need to get a bit tankier right now. I don't know where the game goes wrong, but yeah, lanes are gonna start moving around the map soon. There's gonna be rotations. There's gonna be bigger fights as well, so you definitely need to finish a tank item right now. But okay, you have two items. Cool, cool. I'm not against the rocket build, to be honest. It's not a bad item. I built it myself as well. You should build after this item, though. You should build probably Spirit Visage now. Yeah, I would fight for this. Yes, you mid with your Spirit Stunk. You just gotta kill on Yasuo. Right now, your game is looking pretty good, I would say. Your yeah, your top lane is doing amazing after after uh, even after you dying to Hero once, he's still doing pretty good. I'd say mad props to Tundo. Your mid doing pretty great. Your bot lanes died a couple of times, but yeah, like I said, if your timing is a bit better, you could save them like a couple of those deaths easily. And yeah, you already got 3 drakes. I'd say this game is looking pretty good, man. There's like the things that you can improve on are like minor, I would say. Well, the bigger thing is, yeah, your timing. And then there is like small things about the clear. I wanna see when is the last seat Talon. Okay. Aim at GP. I suppose you wanna fight because you know Talon is low. But Trundle wasn't like right here. You start the fight, but Trundle is looking on his way. And you're already expecting Talon to be in the area because you just fought him. Your mid lane is still kind of far. Like I'd say I would be a bit more patient and I wouldn't look to fight Hamer right away. I would wait. I would maybe wait until he goes to lane and tries to push against Trundle because he just TP'd. He's just gonna if he doesn't find anything here, he's just gonna go back to lane. What else he's gonna do? And yeah, then you can maybe look for a kill. Now it's I would say you're putting yourself a little bit too far from Trundle, and he has a different idea of what he wants to do right now. He wasn't looking at your fight. You get bursted pretty quickly by both of them. Talon does a lot of damage, he ulted you, and yeah, Hammer ulted as well. Yasuo comes in before Mel. There you do end up giving a small shutdown, which is not the end of the world. I can't see what's going on top lane right now. I don't think Dundle kills them. I think he might die actually. No? No, okay, never mind. Nothing happens. Okay. But yeah, I would say just waiting for Hammer to first like go on the wave. Maybe use some spells on the wave. Being a bit more patient in that situation would have been the better option. Just 3 minutes to Drake. Baron is up. You both lanes fighting. Talon there. I don't think you pinged him all. I don't see. But to be fair, actually no, it's Yasuo on the bot lane. That's my bad. I thought it was Talon. Yeah, that Yasuo roam on the bot lane is definitely not the play because he's losing. He just lost like 3 waves on mid for this play. I'm not sure if it's good, but he's not winning mid lane anyway. So I guess it's his only realistic play to make something happen. Help his winning lane win harder. I didn't see Mel pink Yasuo either. Right now, your win con is Drake Soul. Your Smolder is slowly scaling, but he's not too far behind. He's same level, same items. Bot lane's doing fine, even though he's 2-5. Small tip is to look at people's items and levels rather than their scoreboard. Scoreboard is it's often a bait and it causes you to be a bit more emotional. You're looking at the score of the person rather than what he has in terms of items and levels. If you look at items and levels, you stay more objective and you play off the information rather than from the emotion. Hamer's not showing on the map. He might be looking for you. Or probably based. With Talon dead, you could have potentially pressured. I mean, let's see. Okay, you could actually after Yasuo gets away, like right now, yeah, he gets away. You're running towards river. You could ping your entire team to go Baron like right now. If you pause right now, like if you look at the timer on Talon, it's 31 seconds. You have a really good timer to do Baron with enemy jungler being dead. It's basically free. Enemy on top of that, enemy bot lane is on bot lane. That's to me that's a pretty free Baron if you get your team on the same page. So you gotta be spam pinging Baron, like ping on Baron, ping assistance. Maybe Trundle will start pushing a bit faster, you know, like, and your team can move. He doesn't even have to push this all the way out. He can just push the next wave here and just move to Baron right after. This in this situation, I would have been pinging Baron and get my team to help me. Whether they listen or not, that's a whole other story. But the best thing you can do right now is to get Baron, because you end up going in his jungle looking for camps, which sometimes, I mean, if he had camps, sure, you can take them. It's so valuable, but not as valuable as getting Baron. I would value Baron over two camps, even the entire quadrant at this stage of the game. If you get Baron, you can later pressure the lanes and maybe invade his camps anyway. I would say you definitely need some magic resist for the Heimerdinger. He will burst it down if you don't got some. Spirit Visage is like a staple on Zac. I like, I don't know, for myself personally, I like to sort out my defensive stats on Zac first, because some fire helps you clear anyway. Plus Daxio, that's enough clear. You don't have to worry about clear speed with those items. And for boots, I pretty much 90% of the games I always do Ionians. To be fair, what I found myself doing is buying Ionians and I'm normally buying Ionians and Dark Seal on first buy, but I like to start small camp on Zac. So if I'm parting, say like this game, you was parting to bot lane, yeah, I would have started Wolves Grom blue, then do Raptors Golems red. In your case, you should have not fought for Scuttle. I would have just run back after red. I would have run back towards top side, take top Scuttle, go back to my wolves, take wolves, and take Gromp as well, because they'll be up after you take the top Scuttle. And then I would have based, and I would have had enough for Ionian and Darkseal. I think it's the highest value by like Bami Cinder does decent damage. I'd say it's not bad, but you get more movement speed from the boots. You get 10 haste, so basically faster clear. I don't know, the reason I like more haste early game is because when your spells have like 1 point in them, see, like, I don't know, like you have 2 points in Q, 5 points, and now you're like level 14, so you quite like your spells are already leveled up pretty well. But in the beginning of the game, you have like 1-2 points in every spell, so the cooldowns are much higher. It's not the same on all champions. Like some, for example, Zac's W is pretty low cooldown, but E and Q are long cooldown, so it, like, more haste helps you with those cooldowns. Like the more haste, early game haste is more valuable than late game haste, if that makes sense. Because say 10 haste reducing I don't know, say the cooldown of a spell that has like 18 seconds cooldown will be the value will be much higher than 10 haste, reducing the cooldown of a spell that is say 10 seconds. Uh, you get more value of the 10 haste if that makes sense. I'm rambling on too much about this, but yeah, that's my just my logic behind it. And then I'll just do after the Ionians and Darkseid, I'll just do Bami and finish my Sunfire. But yeah, where were we at? So yesterday, your entire team. But how the fuck did your entire team die? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so your team. Okay, Talon's dead. You take Scuttle. Sure, your team's looking to ambush, I guess, or something. Yeah, I guess they're looking for a pick. Nobody's gonna come through. You're getting the Raptors. That's fine. Your team's right next to you. Nobody's pushing out mid wave though. Somebody should be pushing out mid wave. If nobody's pushing out mid wave, you can take it. But your team's fighting top lane. Hammer dead. Your team's gonna overcommit on top lane. Now you should be looking. Right now you shouldn't even be moving here. Your entire team is fighting on the top side. You have flash, ult available. You have everything up. I think you have probably a decent amount of gold, but considering the fight already started initially with Hammer dying first, you could have impacted this fight by going after Raptors going towards your team and not this way. Like your comms here, like not going anywhere. There's no real point to move here. Yes, Talon, I suppose Talon was probably in the area, but if he's here, then they have less numbers topside to begin with, so you being there makes that fight winning by default. But yeah, so what happens? Your team ends up dying. They kill 2 people, but the rest of them all die.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And Drake is up as well. Wait, how long has Drake been up for? Yeah, Drake was spawning and then. So essentially, after your team takes a couple of plates off mid, you should be looking to ping Drake much earlier than this, like a minute to it. It's your main win con. You have 3 Drakes. It's as a jungler, it is our job to ping the objective that we want to play for. It just gives your team direction, the right direction to play the game if you want to close out the game. You already did an amazing job to stack 3 Drakes. You need to the last one is really important one, and that's what you should be looking to fight for right now. Like your entire team is fighting topside for I don't know, no reason, I guess. I mean, yeah, you could be looking on Baron like we said, but because like if I was playing that game and I pressed up, the game is quite close. Neither team is snowballing hard, so you don't really wanna when the game's 50-50, I'm not looking to contest Baron because it would be again 50-50 because of both teams being equal. You don't want 50-50 Baron. It's very dodgy, and if you start Baron, you're tanking it. Baron is doing a ton of damage and shredding your team's resistances, so the fight is gonna be worse for you if you get later engaged on by the enemy team. So your best play is to definitely look to get your team on the same objective and ping Drake a minute and a half before it spawns. So that is a bit of a bigger mistake here. Now, I think you might end up, yeah, you're probably gonna end up losing
Destroyed.
deck for this. They'll do it way too quick. Talon's gonna burst it down. They have zero decks. When you have zero decks, you do so much damage to decks. You do a lot more damage to decks when you don't have any. This is gone in a few seconds. Actually, it's taking a while. Wow. Okay, that Talon's fucking weak. You actually stole it. Let's go, man. That's so. I mean, that's lucky, but well played. Well played. You get out. No. Okay. Okay. That was close. That was close. Well played, still. Well played. But yeah, the big thing is just you can prevent this entire situation here on the top lane by having a better timing on pinging the next objective that your team has to fight for, and your team should have definitely fought for Soul Point. Soul Point is less committing, less harder, to take and contest if the game is 50-50 between the teams. Like I said, if you have to choose between contesting Baron and contesting Soul Point, I would get my support or myself. I would try and ward Baron, and I will go and fight for the egg. At least if we lose the egg, we lose a fight and we lose the egg. It's not the end of the world if you don't get clean aced and they get Baron as well. But okay, you got Soul Point now, so that's good. Your next objective is to go for Baron, I guess. Look for a pick and go for Baron. You top and supporter are already looking to get killed top lane, I think. Nobody's showing on the map, and they're to their. Actually, what am I talking? Never mind, there's 2 people dead. My bad. Like I said, this is a lot harder to review whilst watching it than typing. I don't know what server you are from. Maybe I could have, if you're in US, I could have looked at the game, because I want to see what's going on there, the other parts of the map, but I can't really. The most probably dead, yeah. You're actually down an item. No, well, you're not down, but you're down a bit gold, I think. You got 3 items, 2.5 items. Mm, I'm not sure about Thornmail. They're not exactly healing a lot, are they? No one is really healing. If anything, if you wanted another armor item, you could have done. Because there's 3 melee champs, Unending Despair is pretty good. Because it's gonna heal you for quite a bit. The more melee champs there is around you with Unending Despair, the more healing you get. Plus it gives you ability haste as well, which is a really good stat for Zach. He likes health a lot as primary stat, and he likes haste. Maybe we can get a pick. Okay, here flash. Everybody's missing off the map as I can. Okay. You should be looking to play with your Mel. She's doing a fantastic job of not dying so far. This invade is a bit Okay, no, it's good at least. Okay, okay. Talon should die first, I think. Yeah, okay. He managed to kill you. Let me see. Who did we focus here? Okay. You start your ult, flash on top of Talon. Okay, that's fine. Yasuo ult. Because of how low you are right now, I wouldn't be looking to run into Talon. I would be looking to pick up your blobs because you're getting a lot of blobs. You should be looking to pick those up to try and stay alive. You lose passive now, and your team doesn't see it on time. The Talon's on top of your passive, and you die. Smaller dice as well. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about the. I mean, the game is quite close. That fighting for Baron still feels kind of iffy. I would say if your Thunder is if you could ping your Thunder to push bot lane and try and get two people on him, so you have numbers for Baron. That's one way to get the objective. Thunder should be probably looking to push bot. You guys can take you guys can take care of Hammer. You just okay. Your teammate should be close enough. Okay, nice. No, you're gonna die. Oh shit, yeah, you did die. Mm, Elder is spawning now. I mean, yeah. What the what level is gamer? 17 or 15. Yeah, you down 2 levels. I mean, you don't have to hard commit on him, to be honest. I would always, like a big tip, I would always be playing a little bit more scared if you're looking to gank a lane that's many levels on top of you. Like in this case, down 2 levels, but still 2 levels is pretty significant. Even 1 level is significant. You don't do damage. You don't do as much damage to to a Heimer, and at the same time, you take more damage from him for each level that you difference that you have, and it grows exponentially. Say if you're like level 10 versus level, I don't know, 15, you will be melted and you'll be tickling the guy. That's obvious. That's an extreme case, but this is how the level difference work, like damage proportions work. If you lower level, you're taking more damage and you're doing less damage to the other guy, and the other, and for him, because you lower level, uh, yeah, he takes less damage from you and he does more damage to you. But yeah, you should not be looking to die, considering you just lost your passive and Drake's coming up. I'm sure you know that. You're probably distracted, I guess. It happens. Everybody's bound to make these mistakes too. I don't think he was expecting to die here, but yeah, you don't have any magic resist. Remember how I mentioned that you need some magic resist against Heimerdinger, so that's a big thing. Even if you don't build an entire item for magic resist, even just buying 400 gold no manto is, instead of say like that ruby crystal, if that was no manto, you might have been able to live. Might have. They get elder. Your team's trying to fight. Wow, your team's actually winning. Crazy. Like as a Zac, you still have to, even if you're playing like Conquer Runes, you still have to itemize as a tank and think, like always think, what kills me, you know? Like what the enemy champions do, what type of damage they do. Is it burst that kills me? Am I gonna be like shredded over time? It's things like that. Is it criticals, 2 damage, whatever? And try and build around that. Like normally for me, the core is Sunfire and Spirit Visage, and after that, my build kind of revolves revolves towards what I need in the game. Hold on, let me get that again. Okay, right now. Okay, if he's Nautilus is sweeping, that's good. He warded over. That's fine, but they don't provision. So they know. Right now they know you're doing this. Ash is showing bot for turn though. Dodo has TP. I mean it's still a bit flippy because you don't have any picks on the enemy team. I mean, I'm not sure how to answer to you about this play because I'm just not sure. And if I'm not sure in the game, if I'm playing this game myself and I'm not sure, I'm not starting the Baron. If you're sure there's something that you can start the Baron off from, then go ahead, sure. But I feel like it's not the best time to start it. You don't have soul points, so you're still strong, I guess. I don't think they have any more elders. Or did they die? I forgot. I think they still have Elder, to be honest. Yeah, I think they still do. So just because they have Elder as well, it's still even. It's still quite sketchy. You're gonna fight it. You are the shaded from Baron. You're taking more damage from the Baron. Yeah. I don't feel like this was the play. How I would have played it different is okay, so your Smolder pushes out mid, Yasuo's going to catch it. Dondo is pushing. You can instead of hitting this, you can pick your team or you can go yourself and push the top wave, make someone catch the top wave. You're trying to get people to move around the map and catch waves, and you try and catch them off in between those rotations. If you manage to catch someone off while they're moving to a wave to defend it, that's basically your goal to start the Baron. You want to bounce the waves back and forth and catch people off in those rotations. That's how you get yourself a numbers advantage for the objective. So yeah, if you have, say, I don't know, Hamer moves to top, you push out top lane, and Hamer moves to defend it, and you guys catch him off while he's trying to defend the top wave push. Uh, you have a numbers advantage, and you can if you start the Baron with having numbers, enemies have 2 options. They can either contest you with numbers disadvantage, so they're down numbers and lose the fight, which is like a very high percent chance for them to happen, or not contest it and give it. In both cases, in say they contest it, you get a bunch of kills, and maybe you have to reset, but you get kills and you reset, you spend gold, you're further ahead, you extend your lead. Or if they don't contest, you get free Baron. But the main idea is you have to try and set up a pick on someone, be it on Hamer or maybe on the Yasuo. You cannot just start Baron without anything, you know, beforehand, because Baron's gonna be melting you guys. Like you're already getting like your resistance shredded. Let's see how many stacks you got. You got 5, 7. Like these stack up, and you're losing armor and magic resist over this. Or you are, yeah, you are. You're losing armor and magic resist, so you're getting squishier. And when this stacks up, when this debuff from Baron stacks up a lot, and then now they come and fight you, and they have Elder on top of that as well. You guys are just getting eaten alive. 17 stacks from the debuff. Yeah, you just get insta kill. I would count Baron as more than one person even, but that's just me. Simply because it does damage and it shreds you as well. So the entire damage from the enemy team is amplified. Yeah, you still haven't built any magic resist. You built Kendo Gem. That's a thing you should look into. Itemize, but a bit towards what the enemy teams are like. What the enemy team damage is. Yeah, that is a bit. Okay, you see two enemies on top lane, Yasuo and Heimerdinger. They just got burned as well. I would say you do have your support and mid laner near you. You should be playing around your mid laner. This is fine. It's actually good that you are on this side of the map. I would say Smolder is also not a bad choice to be looking at right now as well, because he's already got 4 items and he's probably stacked up pretty well. They're your main carries. But going for this comp is probably, I would say it's a bit unnecessary. You already have level 16, so yeah, you just fresh level 16 actually. So this is not that vital, and you kind of far away from item as well. Completing your next item, I would say the biggest thing you want right now, when the enemies got Baron, is that you don't die, because if you die, they get numbers advantage. It's 32 minutes into the game, timers are long, and they can potentially look to start chaining picks, pick after pick, and end the game with bar on that Baron buff basically. You do not want to die when enemies have Baron. You want to do your best to stay alive and look for, if enemies start getting greedy and start diving turrets and diving your teammates, that's when you wanna jump on top of them. Other than that, you wanna be playing um, kind of scared, kind of like defensive. You don't want to be looking for aggressive fights and essential fights that put you in risk. Your team shouldn't be fighting this. They need to catch top wave. It's a tight spot as well, and the enemy team wants to fight in tight spaces. It works for both of the teams, to be honest, as well. It works for your team as well, but yeah, they have Baron buff, so they're a bit stronger. You still have Soul Point. You're still doing okay. At least you got the Soul Point. Did you get magic resist? No. You have passive. You're okay. Okay, you got the Talon. You should be looking to pick up your blobs. Okay. Your teams died here. After. Okay, Nautilus dies. You're looking to. You see Thunder dying here. Right now, you see Thunder dying. Yeah, you gotta run here. I don't see. You don't have E. But you still have flash. You could just flash out. You had to run here. Now they have. Yeah, they still got Baron, and I'm guessing they end off of this. The game was actually not looking bad, man. Okay, that game was actually very winnable. I'd say it comes down to a bit more patience, I guess, and building as well. Your build needs to answer the threats from enemy team, like the people that actually kill you in this game. Oh, that was like probably an hour. I'm gonna give you a short GLDR version at the end, I suppose, like from what I've seen. So I would say your clear is not too bad. You can optimize your clear a little bit better. Yeah, the thing that you did here was like the smiting the Gromp a little too soon. I would just hold my smite, because I would be scared about Talon just parkouring over the walls and just yoinking my Gromp. So I would just hold my smite basically till the last second, so like when the Gromp is 600 HP, and then smite it. Yeah, other than that, in my opinion, is you know, like once you know how is Talon patting, and in this game I think he was patting to bot lane. He doesn't show yet. He hasn't shown on map. Yeah, we don't know how he's patting. Well, let's skip first show. Oh, okay. So he shows top with 28 CS. That's the okay. 530. We see Talon first time he shows on the map with the 28 CS. So going by his 28 CS, you've taken both. You did take both scuttles. So if he's topside with 28 CS, since he got both scuttles, there's no way he can get 28 from the scuttles. So he's done full clear, which is 24 CS, and one more camp to put him at 28. So he's done golems, which means, and he shows on top, which means he is patting from top to bottom. So now that you know his patting, you can actively ping your laners a bit more. Let's see. I don't think your Mel is ever gonna get ganked, simply because this is constantly pressuring waves. So that's okay. But once you know the enemy jungler spotting, you can, if you see a laner, one of your laners pushing, and you know the enemy jungler is nearby, you can ping where you think the enemy jungler is, and ping on top of your laner that has that is in danger to get ganked. That's basically jungle tracking, I guess. The other thing is, I would say try and focus on pinging objectives. Like like I said, if you want to fight for an objective with your team, with your strong members on your team, you wanna ping that objective a minute to a minute and a half before it spawns, and you want to look to get your base and spend your gold so you're as strong as possible for the objective. And then how you play for the objective, you just push out, you basically, well, how do I put it? You have to look for a pick or priority in the nearby lanes of the objective. Say if you want to do deck, you want to have priority in mid lane and bot lane. So both mid and bot waves should be crashed on enemy turrets, so you can do deck for free basically, whilst the enemy team is catching the waves. If they don't catch the waves and they just come and fight, it's a losing fight for them anyway because they're dropping experience and gold for this. Even if they get kills and the objective, it's still not really worth. At best, it's like even, I'd say. Yeah. Other than that, I would say, yeah, you're building. I mean, I don't know if you feel Bum is that much of an improvement on the clear, but I honestly, I feel like it's okay. Like it's okay. I think it was stronger item for clear before, but it's not that great right now. Your damage is Zac is fine, and I think you get slightly more value from haste, but it's down to personal choice. Like I like just rushing Ionian boots first, because anyway, as Zac, you want to concentrate first on getting level 6 without dying, and then getting to level 9, so you have your 5 points in E maxed out, which is your maximum range on your E. When like you get all the juicy angles that you can gank lanes from, you want to get to that level 9 as quickly and as efficiently as possible. And yeah, items, my personal opinion, my normal go-to, unless enemies heavy AP, which is rarely the case. Normally teams are like like pretty balanced, you know, like half magic, half physical damage, so you can always go Sunfire and Spirit Visage in like, I don't know, like probably 80% of the games. In those few rare games where you might be facing more AP threats, you can do Hollow Radiance with Unending Despair and then Spirit Visage anyway. That's my setup for facing many AP champs. But in this situation, you could have easily done Sunfire into Spirit Visage. That way you're covered against the AD threats on the enemy team, and Heimerdinger, who does substantial damage with his flipping turrets. But yeah, if you make sure your build's on point, I would say yeah, your objective, pinging, like giving your team general direction, where to move on the map, what to play for, um, and playing for your winning lanes. Obviously, that's the one of the biggest things I would say that can help you win more games. I'm struggling with it myself as well, but it's something you get used to. It. You gotta keep asking yourself, who's ahead, who's doing good on my team. And I suppose after, if you go through a couple of losing streaks where your entire teams are often struggling and you're finding it hard to find some winning lanes, then you really start looking, where's my winning lane, bro? Yeah, that comes with time, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end this. I don't know what else I could possibly look to say. I think that pretty much covers it. I don't know if there is anything useful to add. If you feel like you have any more questions to me, just let me know in the comments. I will find the moment where I've given the summarized version, and I'll put it in the comment with the link for the video as well, just so you don't have to watch the entire 1 hour video. But if you feel like you'd like to, um, please feel free. But it's a lot of rambling from my side. I'm not used to doing that kind of review whilst like talking. I can do a notepad one, but pretty okay, I guess. But I guess I'll get used to it if I do a few more. But I mean, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope there was something useful that you could get from that. Good luck on the climb, man.